Hi guys, my name is Michelle Grassick. I'm the founder of michellegrassick.com, the marketing website for acupuncturists. And today I want to give you a really simple walkthrough of Canva, which is a free graphic design website. And I'm going to teach you how to create an image that is perfectly sized for a Facebook post. And I'm also going to show you how to make that into a template on Canva so that you can easily edit it each time you need a new updated image. So for example, if you were to publish a blog post, perhaps about, different foods to eat to boost fertility, if you're a fertility specialist, then you might want to create a special image for that to use with your Facebook post to get better engagement. Just to make your brand look really cohesive, etc., just to make your Facebook page look really nice. So I'm going to show you how to create those images and the template and give you a really quick Canva walkthrough. So Canva is by and large free. You can sign up for a paid version of Canva, but 95% of the things that I create, that I use for my advertising and for my website, are using the free version of Canva. So I'm going to encourage you just to sign up for the free version of Canva for now, and let me walk you quickly through Canva in general. Again, this is a graphic design website. This is what you see when you log into your account. Up here they have commonly created kinds of images. So you have the ones that I use the most often are the Facebook ad, the blog graphic, and the Instagram post, and you can see that they are specifically sized to a certain number of pixels. And what's awesome is Canva has done the research and figured out what size do certain images need to be for different social media platforms to make it that the images come out perfectly, so they're not like compressed or stretched or cut off. Okay, if you click the plus sign here that says more, you can see all of the different pre-sized images that Canva offers. Okay, and some of them come with free graphic design options, right, that you can change to suit your branding colors and your fonts and the message that you want. Okay, but again, these are the ones that I use the most often. And what I'm going to teach you how to create today is an image like this one that is perfectly sized for a Facebook post. Okay, this is one that I created for a new blog post that I had written, an interview with Dimitri Boulay, who teaches a really awesome functional assessment and marketing course for acupuncturists. Actually, that's him right there. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to create this template for yourself and show you how easy it is. And we're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to click on Facebook ad. And the first thing I'm going to do over here on the left is I'm going to go to uploads. And you can see that I've uploaded a lot of images already that I'm already using for different projects. Like I said, pretty much all of my advertising and marketing, I use Canva. I've been using it for several years. And what I'm going to do is I selected an image over here on the left, and I'm just going to resize it to be a really nice background for this image that we're creating. Okay, so you can see there's the background, and the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to create this kind of transparent rectangle that will just make it that the words can be read a little more easily. So I'm going to click on elements and then shapes. I'm going to click this solid square, and then I'm going to resize it. And you could change the color of this square right here if you wanted. Okay, and if you know your branding colors, you know the color code, you can copy and paste it right in there. And the great thing about Canva is if you scoot whatever element you've added to an image, you can kind of scoot it around, and Canva will tell you when it's perfectly centered with those little crosshairs. So I'm going to change the transparency. I'm going to click up here on the right, and I'm going to take it back to about 80%. That is usually a good number for being able to read, with also being able to sort of see the image that's behind it. And then you'll also notice in this image there's some other rectangles with some text on them. So I'm going to create those. Let's see here. And again, the beauty of this is we're creating a template, so you don't have to redo this every time. You can change the color. And I'm actually going to grab my branding colors from this image, this is the other beautiful thing about Canva, is that it kind of stores your branding for you. So you can see the color code down here for the specific color that I want is this 30A860. So then what I'll do is I'll click the plus sign. I'm just going to copy and paste it into the color code, and then voila. Okay. So I am going to copy and paste this rectangle and bring it down here to the bottom. I like to recommend that you put your website down here on the bottom. So then I'm going to go over to text. I'm going to add some text. So I am obviously going to change the color and the font itself. So I'm going to go with white. And my favorite text is Montserrat. And actually I have no idea how that's pronounced. That might not be how it's pronounced. Okay. But that Montserrat is one that I have seen really commonly used by a lot of marketers. Because it's clean and modern. It just looks very professional for almost any project that you have. Okay, so new blog post. And I always recommend that you make the font a little bit bigger than you think you need it, because remember, this Facebook image is going to come up smaller in people's Facebook feeds than it looks right now on your screen. Okay. And I'm very particular, so please forgive me, guys. I know sometimes it's kind of a pain to like watch me create graphics because I have to keep going back and nitpicking at things. Okay. And then, because I'm a little bit lazy, I'm going to copy and paste this font, and then I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to make it a little smaller than this, but I'm just going to put my website down at the bottom. And I'm always using those little crosshairs to make sure things are centered. And, oops, that's too small. Okay, that looks good. And one of the things that I talk about in the branding chapter of my online course is how important it is to use the same fonts and to only really choose 2 different fonts. Just a second here. I can't type and think, apparently. Let me change the color and then I'll pause for a minute. So I always encourage people to choose no more than 2 fonts as their specific branding fonts, because that provides a really cohesive look overall for your business, for your brand. If you choose more than 2 fonts, it starts to become kind of disjointed, and the images that you're creating don't look like they belong together. So my 2 fonts are Montserrat, and then also one called Droid Serif. Again, serif, I have no idea how it would be pronounced, and I like it in italics. Okay, so this would be the other one. Okay, and again, using more than 2 fonts in one image or for your branding in general is just a little jarring, so I recommend only using 1 or 2. Just as an example, I'm going to go back to Montserrat and see if I like that a little bit better for this particular image, and I do. Okay, so let's say that this was what your blog post was about because you're a fertility specialist. You could even make this a little bit bigger, but there you go. Okay, so now you can post this on Facebook with the link to your new article, and it just looks really clean and streamlined. And again, it's the perfect size so that Facebook isn't going to compress the image or like chop off the edges or anything like that. And I mentioned that we had now created a template, right? So let's refresh my Canva account here. And this one, oh, my internet is a little bit slow. So this is actually the image that we created. You see it's called New Blog Post, and the image will upload eventually so you can find it. But if you click on it, there it is. Okay, so that will always be available for you to update and change. And I forgot to mention that what you can do is, if you're ready, if you're finished and you want to save it, you can save it as a JPEG or a PNG. You just hit download, and then it will download it immediately. Okay, and then there it is. Okay, so then you can view it in a folder or open it. But, okay, so the beauty of this is, let's say that you wrote a new blog post, and you want to change the words to this. Okay, so you can say make a copy so that you're never losing the old one from before. And let's say the new blog post is about your 5 favorite acupuncture points for fertility. Okay. Or something like that. And then all you do is, you can see the name has changed up here, so when you save it, it will be saved as a different name. And this is probably a terrible example. There's so many awesome points for fertility, right? But if you just wanted to, maybe you could teach, maybe we could do acupressure. Maybe that would be more likely, okay? Or for stress relief, or whatever it is that you want to teach your potential patients. Okay, and then you could also maybe change the image in the background if you have other branded images that kind of match and go together. But there you go. And you could download this one as well. So now what you've done is you have created this awesome template that you can just keep making a copy of it and over again, and you have this super easy template. Voila! Enjoy, guys!